In the last episode, I think we were victorious in some sort of dungeon. So let's see what else we can explore and let's play the Guild of Dungeoneering. So I think we finished this one and now we're about to go into either the Lich Place, which I believe is the last, one of the last quests in this first act. So we'll probably try to finish up the ice cream side quests first. We unlocked the Magic Kingdom. And apparently we're about to get the keys to the castle. This palace shimmers with flavor. Okay, there's a quest called Let It Go. That could be interesting. I think we'll send in the Ice Cream Monk again. Or Old Ass, which is I think a name that has doubled already. So the Ice Cream Monk or the Shapeshifter. I think we'll go with the Ice Cream Monk for now. Can I check him? No, I can't check him from here. Although I guess we could also try and send in the... Let's send in the Bruiser. We haven't sent in those for a while. After all, this has shimmers with flavor. So let's go in. We'll keep the Flogger's Tonic. And there we go. With a very useful tip there. Watch out for unblockable attacks because they go right through your blocks. Who would have guessed that? Okay, apparently... Who's this? Who's here? Who's this? Who calls? Should I sing this? I seek my precious treasure, creeping through my frozen. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna read it, and I should have probably sung that, but I didn't feel like doing so. Okay, so we have a gelato cube and a pygmy mammoth. I think I'll try to find a mountain goat over here. Also drop some money on there. And a Rune of the Fates, because why the hell not? Okay. What scars do you have? Okay. You gain one block Annie, that's kinda nice. We'll probably want to block that. Oh right, we do damage when we block, so that's kinda cool. And I think this is pretty much the card of choice here. And now this battle is won in our favor. Not that we needed that last bit of damage, but I think it was okay. I'll have the Arcane Wand, or the Woolly Hat. Oh, I don't want the Woolly Hat. Yeah, no. We'll take the Dessert Spoon. Can never go wrong with those. I mean, we are going to attack a dessert, so... Okay. Again, I'm not going to sing this, and I'm not going to bother reading all that. Okay, and I think that's pretty much all we can place here. I guess I'll do another Pygmy Mammoth, because if we can fight one, we can fight another. And end the turn. There it is. I could have placed another room here, but I didn't feel like doing so. Okay, we'll block 1, I guess. Because more health is always good. And then we'll block 2. It was a good move to use the block all there. And we'll just go ahead and oi it. How about this? I'm kind of looking forward to the, I'm going to say higher classes here because they are kind of fun. And there are some really powerful ones, and it's some that I just never really got my hand around. Nope. I guess we'll go with the Pigeon Nest. Okay, my recording schedule might be very messed up the next few weeks, by the way. It's something I really couldn't choose or anything. Okay, we want to not use the last connector here. Damn it! Because I don't want the Dungeoneer to go right after the Gelato Cube. Even though he might have a good shot there. Also, I should probably check if this is weak to magical or the physical damage. And we'll try to equip accordingly, but it's kind of difficult now. Okay, we can't really do anything here, so this feels like a waste. We'll just have to do this stupidity here. Oh well, so stupidity does block one. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, stupidity gains one block any, so now we'll actually want to have stupidity cards at some point. We'll try to heal a bit. And this spiky trait is, I think, one of the most powerful ones we can find. There is a similar trait that's, I think, even better later on. Let's just rekindle here. And there we go. This is the battle. Okay, and my recording schedule might be pretty messed up soon, because well, we have to replace something, and I think I'll go. Well, this is repel. So repel is great. But this is as well. I guess I'll take the stalactite. And now let's check the gelato cube. It is frail, which means it's weak to physical attacks. Okay, we'll end this turn. And then we'll try to get around here. Nope. Always block everything. This. And we'll block some more. Ooh, we can't block that, which kind of sucks because we will get our hand frozen. And I hate getting my hand frozen. But I guess it'll have to do. At least we got the more powerful attack here. And at least we didn't get frozen locked. I had this in one of the early episodes when basically he pulled away like several frozen or freezing cards in a row. And that's something you really can't deal with if you only have... and I was unlucky because I got the not the right cards to block those. As you've seen, when you're frozen, you pretty much have to deal with... you can only use the card you've basically just drawn. The rest of your hand is frozen and thus unusable. Okay, we'll definitely go with this because look at all those blocking cards. We'll have that, most certainly. Okay, there's one key. Will the princess... no, she won't. Okay. Let's try our luck with the gelato cube here. And rid of the fates over here. We got our path set out for us now. Let's see if we survive this. Oh wow, we get one health for good. And I think I'll go with the brace already. Might be a bit too early to use it, but I really dislike the freezing. Yeah, I could have probably dealt with using that later, like now. And again, I couldn't have used it, so the discussion is kind of pointless. Ooh, that's not good. That is definitely not good. We can't block this, so I guess we can just try to go all in there. We have a stupidity card though, so this... oh damn it! I picked the wrong card! This is so stupid. This was so stupid, I should have picked the stupidity. It's kind of not really the... it's kind of against my habits, my instinct to go with the stupidity card over the other one, and that was stupid. I get that. That was stupid. My fault. That was totally dumb. And the downside is, or one of the downer sides is that we now have to use a new Dungeoneer, and we lost the Bruiser with this very useful battle scar. Oh well, let's try this again. I'm still not going to sing, mind you, and we will send in... yeah, let's send in the ice. No, let's send in the Shapeshifter. I'm kind of trying to make sure this is going to be successful. And I think we can almost afford a new building too, which is going to be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not going to sing this. Sorry, guys. My voice is currently not quite up to scratch. Well, it is kind of up to scratch, but that's pretty much all it's up to, so I don't know why, though. Okay, what's Wild doing again? We start with growth 1. I have to remember I don't have the spiky trait, unless I can find it again. No. We'll still block everything here. We'll have to do this, so let's just fight back. And 1 more health. Let's rekindle and be done with this. It's also a card that could have saved us last time. Well, we wouldn't have needed saving if I hadn't messed it up, so don't say it, okay? I do like how the text seems to be... well, it clearly is responding to your choice of class, which is kind of cool. I mean, I do like that, if you think about it. Okay, there we go. And let's just block that. More health is always good. Less health for the enemy is as well, so we'll go with that. And we'll shift. Quick damage. Another thing that could have turned around the last fight. We'll not do anything here. We'll do the unblockable. And then we'll just block that. The downside of most blocking cards is that you can't really, or you don't have a good counterattack as well, so you only prolong the fight and you don't make any headway towards defeating the enemy. Unless you have the spiky trait, which of course gives you this bit of headway you need. I mean, it's clearly that we won't want those, because I don't think those are worth losing Holy Seal and Shift. Starting hand size is not bad, but I think I'll go with Smite. Not sure why a Scarf would bestow that power on you, but I guess it makes sense, somehow. And don't forget we have 1 favor with the Fates. I'm saying that more for myself than for you, because I think you are still very well aware of it, and I just am not. Okay, I think we'll try to tank that. And we'll have to use that now, so no long discussion there. We could do this, but let's just go all in and do as much damage as we can. If you can't block it, tank it. I think that's a reasonable advice, or reasonable choice here. And more cards, because we do need more of them. Let's rekindle that. Kind of minimize the damage we take. And 1 more. Let's just go with the aspect of the Panther. There we go. We may be frozen, but it doesn't matter. Repel. Not bad, but also not too great. We have Favor, so as long as we don't use it, we might very well benefit from this card. Talent Mail is not too good, so let's go with the... yeah, let's go with that. I guess we'll eventually replace it as well. Okay, we kind of want this here. I'm so glad it didn't turn the Dungeoneer around. Let's go with the Ice Cream Elemental again, or the Gelato Cube. Yeah. And there's no more rooms we need to place. So let's fight this. Let's also fight the Slushy Elemental here. I'll just line this, I'll do a few more fights here. Ow, this really hurts. We'll go with shift, I guess. Although we could go with... No, we'll try to shift. And draw another card here. That might be a good idea. Just in case we get something that saves our asses, which we obviously won't. I could try to rekindle once it doesn't have any blocking going on. Let's just abuse hell of the frailty of the enemy. Okay, we won this. We got this. We have won this, thanks to the gelato cube being so frail. It doesn't look that frail to me, but as long as the game says it is frail, we are good with it. Also, we wouldn't lose anything from this, so we'll go with a popsicle. Eating a popsicle with a dessert spoon. I'm not sure if that's how they're intended to be eaten, but I won't judge here. Okay, Snogre or the Frost Giant. Those are mundane, so I guess we'll go with mundane. And I believe Frost Giants were the thing that basically kicked our teeth in quite a few times in the last, one of the last runs. In fact, one of the last ice cream quests. Ooh, splash. Let's go with this. I think it recycled a card we wouldn't have needed in this battle anyway. We'll have to block this for now. Well, we don't have to, but I think it's a good idea. And then we'll restore. There we go. A lot of damage. Well, not too much, but 2 dealt, 2 healed. I think it's a good trade. And it basically offset the damage the enemy did to us. Okay, that one's gonna hurt, so we're gonna hurt it back. And I really like this 1 additional health. I think it's one of the most useful bony to pick, or bonuses. In English you can say bonuses. In German you shouldn't. It's wrong, because the Latin form would be boni, or boni, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. We're gonna fight a Frost Giant, and I think those are very, very good with physical attacks, so we are not gonna drop the repel or the counter. Even though this would, on the other hand, allow us to deal a lot of damage to it. We'll just... Actually, yeah, we'll just take some gold here. There we go. And we'll drop the gold pouch over there. And that is pretty much everything we're going to place in this dungeon. Yeah, I know, I wish you could turn to a... Why would you want to turn to a gold pouch? I mean, I guess it would be a very easy way to hitch a free ride on... if we haven't picked it up, but still, it's probably not the most fun thing to be. I think I'll go with this. Let's heal this. And also kind of prepare for the next attack, which may be a bigger one. We'll not really get out of the way of that. We could use it now and just lose that 1 damage, but I don't feel like doing that, because we can deal 2 damage like this as well. I don't want to block that. Being frozen against the Frost Giant probably is a bad idea. I mean, it will still hurt us a lot, but at least we can hurt it back. And 3 damage ain't something to frown at. Also, we only basically took 1 damage there. Okay, we don't want to use Stupidity now, because it won't do us any favors. Ow! Okay, let's use this one. At least we can remove some of that damage. And it was a considerable amount of it. Ow! Holy. Okay, we'll have to regenerate. And hope its next attack will not be as devastating. Okay, thin air, thin air, thin air. We can win it with this. Just barely, and without this Phlogus tonic we would have died here. Quite horribly. I think this would be a good call now, because we're going to fight 2 magic opponents. So do I want to drop this, or actually I want to sacrifice those because we also lose the Fate Cursed disadvantage. I was about to say quirk, but this is not the darkest dungeon, so we'll just take the wolf pelt. And we should be pretty high in growth now. We still need a hat, even though we have this very fancy haircut. So we don't technically need a hat, but I think no dungeon is complete without a hat. And we're almost at the second key, which is kind of great. Okay, this one is frail, so we'll probably want to start with shift. I'm not too worried about losing the quick call at the beginning of the battle, because chances of it's going to be a long battle and we really have to decide it. We have a good chance of getting it back before then. Let's go with this. I mean, preparing for a bigger attack is always nice, but you probably want to... You at least want to have a good attack to use it later on. I like this. I think this is a reasonable call. I would like to have a stronger magic attack, though, but I think you can't have everything. I'm quite sure you can't have everything. And we'll use the aspect of the bull, because that's something we can have. And something that deals a tremendous amount of damage. I think 3 is a tremendous amount of damage in this context. And there we go. Another gem too. We could get the bone helmet. And to be fair, I don't see why we wouldn't, because all of those are not as great. I mean, those skills are just basically great. You gain... Your health becomes 6, so you can tank pretty much any attack I know of, except some more exotic and some high-class ones. Yeah, that would be an okay trade-off, but we don't lose anything here, and we gain a lot, so that's definitely something we want. We also gain another gem, and we're on our way to the second key in this... Oh yeah, if you could turn into a key, we could probably save the looking for, save the search for them. It would also probably be very handy in the events that you lock yourself out. You probably need somebody to turn you around in the lock. Can you be a sentient key? I don't know how this exactly works, but if you could just turn to a key, and you would never get locked out. Which, as somebody who hasn't had a fortune himself, but who knows people who did get locked out of their apartments, especially during the later weekend hours, which is when it really gets expensive, I think that would be very useful. It'd probably be a favorite among all your friends who ever gotten into this predicament. I'm not sure how it works in where you live, but over here, and I presume pretty much everywhere, it's really expensive to lock yourself out. At least I think they take like a 100%.
I'm not sure if you
Ooh,
understand.
nice.
This used to be a peaceful land. Since your guild come along, everything has gone wrong. And I dread to know now what you've planned.
So, we got a new bruiser. Nice. Okay, let's quickly check how we can expand the guild. The guild, and not the guild. We can't. We need 500, so we are pretty close to that. And I think when we finish the next dungeon, we should be pretty much there. However, I'm going to break up the episode here with one stupid run and one pretty good run. And I think we'll give the shapeshifter another round there. However, more of this next episode. Bye!